If you guys missed me, I'm back again. This time I'm doing the Riveteer Rampage. So, um, all I know is you're doing stuff with the graveyard. You're casting creatures, you're putting creatures there with haste, and you're putting them in there to get them back. So we'll see. Could be fun. I mean, that's kind of the goal with most of these, isn't it? To have fun. Not be the best commander deck out there, but some of these cards are pretty good. There's the commander, and I'll show you guys the pack that comes with every single one of these. I guess I'll open the pack first. I feel like I'm supposed to do that last. It's like a little sweet treat for everyone to get them to watch the video, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. If you really are here for this, just let me know. I'll just make videos of these on their own. Maybe like TikToks or something. I don't know. I can't do that. I don't want to diversify everything. There's like TikTok and all this other stuff. It's like I don't want to go to 12 different platforms. Okay, so we've got Benny Brax, zoologist. Convoke, and then at the beginning of your end step, if you create a token this turn, draw a card. So pretty cool. I like him. Whenever you attack, double target creature's power until the turn. That's pretty cool. Makes sense for the deck as well. At least this one actually matches the thing it came with. And obviously there's the advertisement I just put up on top of it. And then we've got these guys. So let's see what they do that the other decks didn't. I mean, obviously they're all at least somewhat different. They're not like brand new ideas, but they're cool little color combination concepts, I guess. Let's see. It's really hard to read it, isn't it? But each creature with value 4 or greater has Blitz. The Blitz cost equal to man's cost. You can pay 1 less for each time you've cast your commander for the Blitz cost. I think people are playing this one more than anything because you can target opponent whose turn it is puts a non-legendary creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield under their control. It gains haste, goad it, and then at the end step you exile it. So it's pretty cool. Glittering Stockpile. Another one of those things you just put a stash counter on it and eventually sacrifice it. It's a pretty decent red artifact. The Riveteer's Charm. The land. Artisan of Kozilek. We're just going to the straight heavy hitters here, you know? Just the big mana dudes. Victimize. Pretty good card. Explore. So it's an alright ramp spell. Farseek. Garrick's Uprising. Or Garooks. Enters the battlefield, destroy artifact or enchantment. I mean, it's not terrible. Kodama's Reach, Path. I mean, there's Ramp is what I'm looking at. There's Team or Sabertooth. I hate this card just because it's like always comboing off. Just return a creature to its owner's hand. So if you have anything that makes more mana than it like takes, then just boom, there you go. Death Reap Ritual is always really good at the beginning of each end step. So like if anyone board wipes on someone else's turn, you're always going to draw a card. Terminate. Some more Ramp. Each player loses 4 life unless they sacrifice a creature. I don't know why it has to say you're each player because it's already a 5 mana 4/6 with no abilities other than that. At the beginning of your upkeep, repeat the following process for each opponent in turn order. Reveal the top card. That player may pay life equals the mana value. Too much. Wait, what? Reveal the top card of your library. That player may pay life. Oh, okay. Otherwise, put it in your hand. When it dies, deals combat damage to a player. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Industrial Advancement. So a lot of stuff about making big creatures is what I'm noticing. The first spell you cast each turn, that mana from a treasure was spent to cast Cascade. See, like, why do they keep making these Prosper cards? Like, this is a Prosper card. Enters a battlefield for each player. Put a contested counter on target land that player's controls. When a creature deals damage to a player, if that player controls one or more lands that with contested counters on them, that creature gains control of one of the lands of their choice and untaps it. What? So you're just gonna start fighting for lands? Okay. Create 2/1/1 green something. Oh, this is. Oh, okay, I see. When it okay, so its power is equal to the highest mana value among creatures you control. So I guess it's always 3 if you have it. And you can scavenge it. I don't know. Village or vigilance at the beginning of your turn, creature control. Sits on his hand. So a lot of simple, just like return things to hand is what I'm noticing. They're not too bad. This is a pretty cool commander too, because you make 1 or more treasures, you make another one, and then sacrifice 5 treasures, put 5 counters on it. And then you also make treasures when you attack, so it's pretty good. Riveteer's Confluence. Draw a card, lose a life. You can do that 5 mana sorcery to draw 3 cards, lose 3 life. It's like, okay. You could literally do that for 4 mana and just green. It deals 1 damage to each creature and planeswalker you don't control. Put a land from your hand on the battlefield tap. That's alright. Defender, Vigilance, Reach, Trample. Can't attack players who attacked you during their last turn, and it attacks, it gets +3/+3 until its turn. Oh, it can attack players who. Okay, so it's the opposite. Okay. Remove all counters from all permanents and exile all tokens. This seems kind of insane for like this little group of cards. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna put this card in here just to mess everyone else up. It's not like, oh, help anything that's you. Like, remove everything but your stuff. It's like, remove all your stuff. It's like kind of a little bit more, a little crazier. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand and there are 5 other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all creatures. Yeah. Disciple of Bolas. I always like this card. Noxious Gearhulk, another card I really like. Painful Truth is also pretty decent. Blasphemous Act is good. Chaos Warp, Atali, Inferno Titan. This is the first one I haven't seen that's like, or that I've seen that I haven't been like, oh man, I play this in every deck. When another creature you control dies, deals damage to its power to target player or planeswalker. Warstorm Surge is pretty decent, especially with how big of the creatures you're making are. Avenger of Zendikar, once again, pretty good. Not a huge fan of Evolutionary Leap, but has its place. Giant Appendage, or something. A diffage. Deals damage, you make a copy of it. Pretty simple. And there's the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Dies, you may exile. If you do, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Sacrifice a creature and draw cards equal to the creature's power. I'm pretty surprised they're doing this. This card's pretty good. Oh, I love Ooze. This is a really fun card. Speaking of fun cards, also, we got Thragtusk. So this has got just some fun creatures. Treshkar Chimera, or Tree Shaker Chimera. I can't talk, as you can tell. When it dies, you draw 3. Woodfall Primus is pretty decent. World Shaper is alright. I guess it does mill you, though. When it attacks, you may mill 3. But other than that, When another creature dies, you may put X counters on it, where X is its power. I mean, for 5 mana, it's alright. I guess it's good if you don't. I don't know. For any number of opponents, destroy target non-land permanent that player controls. At instant speed, this is really great. Crafter's Bestiary is always good in a creature deck that doesn't have a lot of card draw. Solemn Simulacrum is another card I love. And then we got some lands. We're going to keep going through. And then Fell Warstone again and Island. I don't know why the other one has it so early, but these ones have it much later. And then we've got 1 land of each of the houses. I'm sorry I skipped through it a little bit, but it's just lands. I mean, there's like, it just pays the mana cost. The lands aren't really that great. Like, they have a lot of these, like, comes in tapped once you have 2 or more basics, which makes sense for how many basics they run. Exotic Orchard. And then reveal lands aren't that great. Wolf Run's nice, but it really depends on what creature is like your commander, really. Some Hideaway, some of the filter lands. So yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Twilight Mire. I'd say this one's a decent one. Not the best reprint, but it's still pretty good. And everything else is just like tri-lands or these lands, the Battle Bond lands, and then basics after that. And then you got some tokens. You got the Ooze tokens, which are pretty cool. The Citizen tokens, the Treasure tokens, some counters on the end. I guess this is just kind of like for whatever. And then you got some tokens on the back here. Okay. Well, that is the what, the brokers something something something. I'll be sleeving these up and playing them later on. I'll let you guys know how they are. Since I'll be playing them with my friends, I won't be able to record it, sadly. These will be in person. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So have a good one. Bye.